Kahala Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Makakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone of Well. I am not a member, however, I've entered into their labors. Peace and mercy to the sincere brothers and sisters doing this wherever you are, whatever your lot may be. All right, so I'm gonna let the I silenced the sound, but I guess they, these podcast dudes or whatever, they go and interview random people, asking them questions. Normally the questions are like, what is a man, or can a man be short? And you just, basically just stupid questions just for entertainment, right? But this one kind of tickled me a little bit because they asked him, name 5 books in the Bible, and it can't be the first 5. Okay, so the first 5 books are classified as the Torah, right? But let me let this let me let this play. It's funny, but it's not, because the thing is, these will be the same people that will argue you down. They will argue you down about what the Bible actually says. They've been in church. A lot of us have grown up in the church, and you learned absolutely nothing. You learned nothing in the church, just how to be a bigger fool and an idolater. And these very people have no belief, have no faith, and they will try and tell you that you're wrong. They don't know anything, but they will tell you you're wrong about something. And when you ask, like, for example, I had a discussion with, the age-old adage of, neither Jew nor Greek. And I simply asked them, why do you think it only says Greek? Why not Ammon? Why not Moab? Why not, Chaldeans? I just started throwing random nations out there, and they had no answer. Very surface level, very foolish. And hell, even sometimes I forget what the first 5 books are. I had to go back and look myself, but I know I know what the Torah is, right? So you have, let me see if you have Genesis, you have Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Those are the first 5 books. That is the Torah, or the book of the law. Okay, the things that, still are valid to the day. Now you understand that we are behind enemy lines, and all things are lawful, but not all things are expedient. I think we'll get that real quick before I play the video. I'm gonna leave it. I don't want it to time out, so I'm gonna leave it on the screen. Or so I'm gonna use but all things are lawful but not expedient. So I'm gonna read it from here. This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 23. Okay, and then we'll get it in. We'll read the NLT version as well. All things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but all things edify not. Let no man seek his own, but every man another's wealth. Whatsoever is sold in shambles, that eat, asking no questions for conscience sake. So really, what we wanted was 23. So let me get. Let's find there's an MSG version. All right, let's see what it says in the MSG. 23 and 24. 1 Corinthians 10, verse 23. Looking at it one way, you could say anything goes because of God's immense generosity and grace. We don't have to dissect and scrutinize every action to see if it will pass muster. But the point is not to just get by. We want to live well, but our foremost effort should be to help others live well. Right? So passing is truth, right? You freely you give, freely you receive, freely you give. Now, whether they hear or forbear is on them. So let's restart this thing here. We're going to let it play. You're going to see the absolute foolishness. Now, if he said minus the first 5, you could easily just go to the New Testament, which most of these Christians love to go to, as if the Old Testament has no bearing. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, and Acts of the Apostles, right? So here we go.
Name 5 books in the Bible.
You should have asked her that.
I don't even know why I asked that. I knew you didn't know.
Walk by faith, not by sight.
What?
I can't answer that. 5 books in the Bible. The Bible is a book. The book of Paul.
Hi, I'm Paul.
I'm not religious. Genesis, Leviticus, Job, Psalms,
Who?
Psalms,
Genesis, Exodus,
Deuteronomy, Genesis,
Not including the first 5.
Leviticus, Deuteronomy. None of books.
Okay.
Theologians.
Who?
You got John, you got Psalms, and you got Corinthians.
2 more.
Hold on. Jobs.
Job, Corinthians.
Yeah.
Psalms.
Jeremiah, John,
Is David one?
Ezekiel.
I don't know the first 5, but Psalms, Revelations, Euphrates, something like that, Euphrates.
Absolutely not.
Oh, God forgive me, but God forgive me, but I don't know that one, baby.
Not including the first 5.
Absolutely cooked. This nigga said Euphrates. Euphrates. I don't have a lot of scriptures, but I wanted to go just put this up and see where the Spirit takes me. Again, what I want to hone in on is don't get hung up when people try to challenge you about, scriptures. You come into this thing, you understand knowledge and truth, or should I say you understand this knowledge in sincerity and in truth. And then you'll have those who don't believe. That's because they don't know anything and they don't want to know, right? So let's get 2 Ezra 15:3. Okay, fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Okay, if you go into this word incredulity, incredulity, it goes into unbelief, all right? Oh, it helps if you spell right. Okay, the state of being unwilling or unable to believe something. He stared down the street in incredulity, right? So when you tell them that, the MOTB is the RFID, the thing that's going in maybe your right hand or your forehead, wherever you get it, it doesn't matter. Okay, they don't believe. When you tell them that trouble is on the way, right? When you bring out scriptures such as, the devil is come to you with great wrath because he hath but a short time. They don't understand that. They don't understand that Jacob's trouble and the curses are 2 different things. Okay, we suffered as a people because of the curses. And just because you come into this truth, it doesn't mean that you are going to go into happy-go-lucky land, right? Another scripture says that through much tribulation you enter into the kingdom of heaven. And they don't want to hear that, all right? What do our people want to hear? Prophesy unto us smooth things. Let me get that real quick. Isaiah 30:9. This is what our people want to hear. And you see all of them look a damn fool. Every last one of them, especially that. Let's move on. We ain't even gonna go there. Isaiah 30:9. And this is exactly the message Jake want to hear. Or the 2/3. We'll start at 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which says to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not. Unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. All right, get ye out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. All right, so they want to hear, we went through 400 years, 450, whatever years of slavery. We ain't struggling no more, all right? It's all about that image of, the other white meat, JEUSUS, coming with cookies and crackers for everybody. All right, Jake don't want to hear that they are a special people because that comes with a responsibility to behave a certain way, to make changes, right? Like I did in the previous video, changing of the mind, change your mindset, put on the new man. But all of these things Not all these things. All those folks that you saw, that is the mass majority of 2/3 of our people. And you try to give them the truth. You try to tell them, and don't be discouraged when they don't accept it, right? If they don't, you kick the dust. Remember that, don't, because I remember I used to get pissed. I used to get so mad, like, trying to talk to folks, and they would downplay the scriptures, or they would do this or do that, and it's cool, that's just a part of the growth. At first, because you have a zeal, even when you grew up in the church. Some of us who grew up in the church, we had a zeal. It just wasn't according to knowledge, and then that zeal transfers over when you do have the knowledge. You get mad, and if folks try to downplay it, you be ready to fight. But hey, man, whether they hear or forbear, right? That's on them. Your job is done. You've given the message. And it can be frustrating because to you, given the spirit, given the gift, it seems as if it's something that's easy to understand. It's a perfectly simple concept. But to the unbeliever, to the should I say, for lack of a better term, uninitiated, they're not going to hear you. All right, and that you just have to be okay with that. They're not going to hear you, and they're going to talk all kind of shit. And like I said before in the opening scripture, don't let the incredulity of them sway you, roughly paraphrase. Keep on pushing, keep on marching, keep on learning, keep on growing, keep on. It's an old Jamie Foxx from a show back in I think it was the late 90s, early 2000s. Some might understand what I was going to say, but, keep on trucking, you drive time, turkey, inside joke. Matthew 10 and 14 here. Straight to the point. I think 15 as well. And whosoever shall not receive you nor hear your words, when ye depart from out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. All right, leave that where it was. Leave that dirt and leave everything, all you had, leave it there, and leave them to their own devices, right? Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in that day of judgment than for that city. And we understand the outcome, all right, the end result of what Babylon is going to undergo, as it is written. Okay, 200,000 missiles. The lake of fire will be Babylon. Okay, that memorial for generation to generation, roughly paraphrase, will be as a sign and a wonder for what the utmost wickedness gets you. The pinnacle of wickedness, the pinnacle of rebellion, debauchery, all manner of odious works. This is what happens. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there pretty soon. But that's all I really had. Keep your head up, keep pushing, especially if you're younger in this thing. And those people like we just saw on that Instagram reel try to argue you down about something they don't know. Don't be mad. Don't get too upset, okay? Calm people who understand and know that they know things are calm. So be calm and just, if they argue you down about it, just say, hey, you know what? You got it. Let them have it. Let these people have it. They are done. They are through. They are walking corpses at this point. Okay? NPCs, non-player characters. They're just side characters in GTA 5, right? Saying random shit. That's all it is, man. Keep pushing, keep learning, keep growing, repent, and pray that the Lord has mercy on you and your household.